Welcome back to my YouTube channel LC Coins World, and today we are diving deep into the fascinating and detailed history of the 1 Piso Philippines coin from the year 2003. This coin is part of the new BSP series introduced by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, and it stands as one of the most widely circulated modern coins in the country. Yet despite its everyday appearance, the 2003 1 Piso coin carries layers of historical, economic, cultural, and numismatic significance that make it an intriguing subject for both collectors and historians. The coin was minted during a period of transition in the Philippine economy as the country was working to stabilize its currency amidst inflation, financial reforms, and an evolving role in the Southeast Asian market. This era was also marked by a rising interest in coin collecting within the Philippines as more people began to see everyday currency as potential historical artifacts with deeper value than their face suggests. The obverse of the 2003 1 Piso coin features the profile of Jose Rizal, the national hero of the Philippines, whose contributions to Filipino identity and the independence movement continue to resonate across generations. His portrait on the coin symbolizes the spirit of patriotism, sacrifice, and education he represents, and this design reinforces the BSP's intention to keep national icons at the forefront of its currency. Each element of the engraving, from the curve of Rizal's collar to the strength of his gaze, was carefully crafted to preserve the dignity and historical impact of his image. Surrounding his portrait are the words Republica ng Pilipinas, along with the year 2003 placed at the bottom, which marks the coin's release into circulation during a time when national pride and economic optimism were beginning to strengthen after years of financial recovery. On the reverse side of the coin we find the official seal of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, which was redesigned in 1993 following the passage of the new Central Bank Act. This seal includes the stylized eagle and 3 stars, symbolizing strength, unity, and the 3 main island groups of the Philippines, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Surrounding the seal are the inscriptions Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas and the year 1993, which represents the founding year of the new central bank rather than the year of minting. This design choice serves as a reminder of the renewed purpose and autonomy granted to the BSP in maintaining monetary stability, formulating monetary policy, and promoting financial inclusivity. The combination of this seal with the 1 Piso coin from 2003 is composed of nickel-plated steel, giving it a silver-like appearance with improved durability and resistance to corrosion. This material was chosen as a practical solution for mass production, cost efficiency, and everyday usage in the tropical climate of the Philippines. The coin has a diameter of 24 millimeters, a thickness of 1.8 millimeters, and a weight of 5.35 grams, making welcome back to my YouTube channel LC Coins World, and today we are diving deep into the remarkable history of the Pfennig coin from Germany, dated 1970. This small copper-plated steel coin holds a significant place in the world of numismatics, not only because of its physical characteristics, but also due to the rich political, historical, and economic context in which it was produced. The Pfennig coin was part of the Deutschmark currency system used by the Federal Republic of Germany, also known as West Germany, before the country's reunification in 1990. And this particular denomination serves as a powerful reminder of the transitional years of European economies after World War II, as well as the long road toward European integration that would eventually lead to the adoption of the euro. The obverse of the 1970 Pfennig coin features a stylized image of an oak seedling growing out of the ground. This design is deeply symbolic of German strength and renewal, particularly in the post-war years when rebuilding the nation was a top priority. The oak tree has long been a national symbol of Germany, representing endurance, stability, and national pride. This single sprouting seedling represents hope for a peaceful and prosperous future, and it was a conscious decision by the Bundesbank to use this image to promote a sense of optimism and renewal across the country. Beneath the oak seedling are the initials of the designer Rolf Lederbogen, who was known for his simple yet evocative designs which were ideal for modern post-war coinage. On the reverse side, the coin is marked with the denomination Pfennig and the word Bundesrepublik Deutschland encircling the top, which translates to Federal Republic of Germany. This was a critical statement during the Cold War years when Germany was divided between East and West, and it emphasized the legitimacy and sovereignty of West Germany in a world where political ideologies were clashing. The date 1970 is placed at the bottom, and to the left or right of the central number you will find a mint mark representing the specific mint facility that produced the coin. A for Berlin, D for Munich, F for Stuttgart, G for Karlsruhe, or J for Hamburg. This mint mark adds a layer of collectability to the coin, as some mint marks are rarer than others and can significantly increase a coin's value to collectors, especially when found in and circulated or proof condition. The Pfennig coin from 1970 was struck in copper-plated steel, a change made in 1968 when the material shifted from bronze to a cheaper and more durable alternative due to rising metal costs and the need for mass coin production in a growing economy. The coin measures 19 millimeters in diameter and weighs approximately 2 grams with a smooth edge. Its composition and design allowed it to survive decades of daily use in the German economy, and its practical and durable nature made it an essential part of everyday life in the Federal Republic, used for everything from vending. Modernization. In the context of history, the year 1970 was a pivotal one for Germany, with Chancellor Willy Brandt pushing forward a policy of Ostpolitik aimed at improving relations with East Germany, Poland, and the Soviet Union. This policy marked a major turning point in Cold War diplomacy and helped pave the way toward eventual reunification. While the Pfennig coin might seem like a small and mundane object, it was minted in a time of great political vision and change. Every transaction involving this coin carried with it the backdrop of economic growth, political reform, and increasing international engagement. The economy was experiencing strong recovery and industrial expansion, which led to increased demand for coinage and consistent efforts to keep up with the needs of a booming middle class. As we take a deeper look at this coin's journey, we must also examine how it fared in the years leading up to the introduction of the euro in 2002. When the Deutschmark was replaced, the Pfennig coin was officially demonetized, but it never truly lost its cultural value. It became a nostalgic object, a token of West German heritage, and a reflection of a nation that had transformed itself through determination, innovation, and democracy. For coin collectors, the Pfennig from 1970 is particularly interesting because of its transitional nature. It represents both the fading legacy of older coinage systems and the emergence of a modern unified European economy through its simple design and composition. It also teaches us about the changing technology of minting, including design, planchet production, and mass circulation strategies. In numismatic circles today, the 19702 Pfennig coin is examined for various attributes, including die alignment, strike quality, mint mark rarity, and surface preservation. Coins with full copper luster, no signs of wear, and a clear mint mark are the most sought after, especially if they come from a low mintage mint like the J mark for Hamburg. Some errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet flaws can greatly enhance the coin's desirability and market value, making it more than just a historical artifact, but also a viable collector As investment in our video, we will also cover grading standards, storage recommendations, coin flips versus holders, and the best practices for selling or trading this coin within international markets. In conclusion, the 19702 Pfennig coin from Germany may appear small in size, but it stands tall in the historical narrative of 20th century Europe. It captures a moment in time when West Germany was rebuilding, reclaiming its place in the world, and investing in a future that would lead to peace. Historians, we are fortunate to preserve and explore its story. Thank you for joining me today on LC Coins World, where every coin tells a deeper story and where history lives in the palm of your hand. Stay tuned for more videos as we uncover the hidden value and rich legacy of world coins, one piece at a time. Today, we are taking a deep historical journey into the world of the 20 centimes, 1963 coin from France, a piece of currency that may appear small in size, but holds enormous significance in the evolution of French numismatics and national identity. The 20 centimes coin, minted in 1963, is part of a series of French coins that bridges the transition between the turbulent mid-20th century and the modernization of France under the Fifth Republic. This particular coin was issued under the authority of the French Republic and produced by the Monnaie de Paris, the national mint of France, which has a rich legacy dating back to the 9th century. The 20 centimes coin was authorized during the presidency of Charles de Gaulle, a towering political figure who played a crucial role in reshaping the French state after World War II and the Algerian War. The French Fifth Republic was declared in 1958, and this era brought new symbols of unity and modern governance to the country, including redesigned coinage to reflect a forward-looking identity. The 1963 20 centimes was one such product issued to represent both tradition and progress. As France emerged into a new age of prosperity, industry, and European integration, this coin is part of the French franc currency system, which had been in use since the late 18th century, but underwent revaluation in 1960 when the new franc was introduced. With 100 old francs equal to one new franc, this particular coin was minted just a few years after this major currency reform and played an important role in the daily financial lives of millions of French citizens. It was used in small transactions, for bread stamps and public transportation, and thus represents the everyday economic experiences of an entire generation. The obverse of the 1963 20 centimes coin features the national symbol of France, Marianne, the female embodiment of liberty, reason, and the French Republic. She is shown in profile wearing a Phrygian cap, which is a classical symbol of freedom dating back to Roman times. The portrait of Marianne on this coin was designed by engraver Henri Lagrefoule, a prominent French sculptor and medalist whose work represents the neoclassical style combined with the modernist aesthetic of the 1960s. His depiction of Marianne is both serene and strong, representing the values of the Republic and the cultural pride of the French people. On the reverse of the coin you will find the denomination 20 centimes prominently displayed in the center, surrounded by the national motto of France, Liberté Égalité Fraternité, and the year of mintage 1963. This inscription is not only decorative but carries deep ideological meaning, as it encapsulates the guiding principles of the French Republic since the French Revolution. The coin is further embellished with laurel and olive branches symbolizing victory, peace, and civic virtue. These botanical elements have been a staple of French iconography and reflect the agrarian and classical heritage of the nation. The 1963 20 centimes coin was struck in aluminum bronze, which is a durable and lightweight alloy, made primarily of copper with small amounts of aluminum. This composition gave the coin its golden appearance, while also making it resistant to corrosion and ideal for mass production. The coin weighs approximately 3 grams with a diameter of 23 millimeters and a thickness of about 1.5 millimeters. It was produced using a standard minting technique with a smooth edge and medalist orientation, meaning both sides of the coin are aligned in the same direction when flipped horizontally. While the coin remained in active circulation for several decades, it was eventually demonetized following the adoption of the euro in 2002. This marked the end of the French franc era and began a new chapter in European economic integration. The 1963 20 centimes coin has since become a collector's item, valued not only for its design and symbolism, but also for its historical context and cultural significance in the grand narrative of post-war Europe. The coin is catalogued under several numismatic references and is highly sought after by collectors of mid-20th century European coinage, especially in high-grade conditions. In numismatic markets, the 1963 20 centimes coin is evaluated based on several factors, including luster, surface condition, strike sharpness, and rarity. Coins in mint state condition with no wear and full original detail can command a premium, while circulated examples remain popular for their historical appeal. Some coins also exhibit minting errors such as off-center strikes or die cracks, which can further enhance their value and interest among collectors. To understand the full story of this coin, we must place it in the larger framework of French economic history. During the 1960s, the nation was undergoing major changes with industrial growth, urban development, and increasing integration with the European Economic Community. This period also saw significant social change and modernization of public institutions, all of which are subtly reflected in the practical and ideological design of its coinage. The 20 centimes coin served as a tangible connection between citizens and the state, embodying both heritage and progress. As we explore this coin in greater depth, we will also touch on related topics such as coin grading techniques, proper storage methods, the influence of political decisions on currency design, and how French coins compare to those of neighboring countries like Belgium, Italy, and Germany. We will also feature stories from collectors who recall using this coin in their youth and examine how it remains a cherished keepsake and historical artifact long after it has disappeared from cash registers and market stalls. The legacy of the 20 centimes coin is further amplified when we consider how it has inspired commemorative editions, collector sets, and cultural references even decades after it ceased. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, LC Coins World, and today we are diving into the rich and fascinating world of the 1950 Germany 10 Pfennig coin. This small yet historically powerful coin serves as an important symbol of a rebounding nation during a pivotal era in world history. Minted just a few years after the end of the Second World War, this coin marks the beginning of West Germany's post-war economic recovery under a newly established government and financial system, making it not just a piece of currency but a piece of global history. The 1950 10 Pfennig coin was part of the first official coinage of the Federal Republic of Germany, also known as West Germany, and it represents the transition from a war-torn economy to one striving for peace, prosperity, and unity in Europe. The coin was minted by the Bank Deutsche Linde, which was the predecessor to the Deutsche Bundesbank, and it was responsible for issuing the first German coins in the post-war period before the formal establishment of the Deutschmark as the official currency of West Germany. The 1950 series of coins, including the 10 Pfennig, were designed with simplicity, durability, and symbolism in mind. The 10 Pfennig coin was made of copper-clad steel, giving it a bronze-like appearance while being cost-effective for mass production and long-term use in circulation. It weighed about 2 grams and had a diameter of 21 millimeters, which was compact enough for convenience yet large enough to feature national symbols. On the obverse side of the coin you will find the denomination encircled by two oak leaves which are deeply symbolic in German culture. The oak tree is a traditional emblem of strength, endurance, and independence, and these qualities were particularly important for a nation trying to rebuild its identity and economy in the post-war years. The words Bankdeutsche Länder are prominently displayed to represent the issuing authority, while the date of minting, 1950, is shown clearly at the bottom. The reverse of the coin features a stylized version of the German eagle, which is a centuries-old symbol of the German nation reimagined to reflect the values of the new republic. This eagle symbolizes vigilance, freedom, and sovereignty, and its modern representation aligns with West Germany's efforts to distance itself from the militaristic past while promoting democratic values. The 195010 Pfennig coin was minted in various locations across Germany, including Karlsruhe, Hamburg, Munich, Stuttgart, and others. Each mint used a small letter to signify location, with the mint mark placed below the oak leaves on the obverse side. The most commonly found mint marks include D for Munich, F for Stuttgart, G for Karlsruhe, and J for Hamburg. These mint marks play a vital role in identifying the origin and potential rarity of the coin, as certain mints produced significantly fewer quantities, which affects collectability and market value over time. The mintage numbers for each mint vary, and collectors often seek a full set of Wirtschaftswunder, which refers to the rapid reconstruction and development of the West German economy in the aftermath of World War II, fueled by the Marshall Plan, economic reforms, and strong industrial growth. This period of prosperity was supported by a stable currency system and reliable coinage like the 10 Pfennig coin. It became a symbol of trust in the new German economy, which was critical for both internal stability and international trade relations. In terms of numismatic value, the 1950 10 Pfennig coin holds a unique place among collectors because it represents the early issues of post-war Germany. Coins in circulated condition are still relatively common due to the high mintage numbers, but uncirculated examples, particularly with lower mintage mint marks, are increasingly difficult to find and can command significant interest among collectors. Coins that have retained their original luster without signs of wear or damage are particularly sought after, and those that have been professionally graded can achieve high prices in the collector's market, especially in auctions or among European coin dealers. What makes this coin even more intriguing are the subtle varieties and minting anomalies that exist across different mint locations. Slight differences in font spacing, die wear, and planchet quality have led to the identification of minor variations, which are catalogued and followed by advanced collectors and numismatic scholars. In our deep dive, we will explore these varieties in great detail, along with their implications on grading, market value, and collector demand. We will also examine the economic and cultural environment of Germany in 1950 to understand the context in which this coin was produced and used, including how it helped facilitate everyday commerce and rebuild public confidence in the financial system. Beyond its physical and economic attributes, the 1950 Germany 10 Pfennig coin tells the story of a nation at a crossroads, rebuilding from ashes and forging a new identity based on cooperation, democracy, and economic resilience. This coin passed through the hands of citizens during one of the most transformative decades in European history, and as such it carries stories of survival, rebuilding, and hope. We will look at personal accounts, historical footage, and economic data from that era to build a complete picture of this coin's legacy and why it remains a powerful collectible today. So whether you are a seasoned collector, a history enthusiast, or someone simply fascinated by how small objects can hold big stories, this video will guide you through the complete story of the 1950 Germany 10 Pfennig coin. We will also provide tips for identification, storage, grading, and market trends to help you understand how this coin fits into the larger world of European and global numismatics. Thank you for joining me here at LC Coins World, and get ready for a detailed, unforgettable journey into one of Germany's most significant small coins, into the fascinating and rich history of the 1 dirham coin of the United Arab Emirates, minted in the year 2008. This coin is more than just a medium of exchange. It is a reflection of the UAE's national pride, heritage, and economic development, representing the fusion of tradition and modernity in a rapidly evolving nation. The 1 dirham coin plays a significant role in the everyday lives of millions of people and has undergone several changes since its introduction, following the unification of the Emirates in 1971 and the subsequent formation of a single currency system. The 1 dirham coin was first issued in 1973, just 2 years after the UAE adopted the dirham to replace the Qatari rial, which had been in use in several emirates before federation. The dirham itself is subdivided into 100 fields, and the 1 dirham denomination quickly became a mainstay in everyday transactions, representing a moderate monetary value that was both practical and essential for the functioning of the economy. As the years progressed, the coin underwent design updates to reflect the growing stature of the UAE in the global community and the evolution of its national identity. The 2008 version of the coin marked another step in this numismatic journey. The 1 dirham coin of 2008 was minted in nickel-plated steel, a shift from the earlier copper-nickel alloys. This change in composition was made in part due to the rising cost of metals and in pursuit of greater durability and resistance to wear, which is essential for coins that pass through many hands daily. The coin weighs approximately 6.4 grams and has a diameter of 23.8 millimeters with a thickness of about 1.8 millimeters. Its round shape and standard reeded edge make it instantly recognizable and easy to handle in all kinds of commercial and public settings. The obverse of the coin features a traditional Arabic coffee pot known as a dallah, a symbol deeply rooted in Emirati culture and hospitality. The dallah represents generosity and the cherished tradition of welcoming guests with coffee, which remains a cornerstone of social customs throughout the Gulf region. The image is simple yet elegant, and it has remained consistent across many issues of the dirham coin, reinforcing a strong cultural identity and national branding in the minds of the public and the world. On the reverse side, the coin bears inscriptions in both Arabic and English, including the name of the country, United Arab Emirates, and the denomination 1 dirham. This bilingual presentation reflects the UAE's position as an international hub of trade, tourism, and expatriate labor, attracting people from across the globe and facilitating ease of recognition for both residents and visitors. The font and layout are clear, precise, and official in appearance, underscoring the importance of formal state symbols in the projection of national unity and governance. The year 2008 in particular is important in UAE history, as it was a time of rapid economic expansion, particularly in cities like booming. The 1 dirham coin of 2008 circulated widely in this climate of optimism and growth, and it became part of the everyday financial landscape of both citizens and foreign workers alike. The coin thus captures a snapshot of this dynamic era in metal form, making it more than just currency. It is a historical artifact. Production of the coin was overseen by international mints under the supervision of the Central Bank of the UAE, which ensures consistency in design, metal quality, and circulation patterns. Although mint marks are not typically present on these coins, records of production volume and sourcing provide insight into the logistical and economic considerations of coin minting in a young and ambitious nation striving for excellence and global relevance. As we explore this coin further, we can also trace the influences of Islamic art and heritage in its minimalist yet powerful design. The use of the dallah, for instance, connects the coin not only to Emirati culture but also to the broader Islamic tradition where hospitality is a valued virtue. The geometry, balance, and symbolism found in the coin's imagery reflect a careful blend of aesthetics and functionality, demonstrating the thought and intention behind even the smallest of national symbols. The 1 dirham coin also has a story to tell in terms of international economics, especially regarding the value of the dirham relative to other currencies and its role in oil exports, tourism, and foreign remittances, with the UAE being a major exporter of petroleum and a global destination for business and leisure. The dirham serves as a gateway currency for a large portion of regional trade and commerce. The 2008 coin thus was part of a financial ecosystem far larger than its face value might suggest. Collector's prize. The 2081 dirham coin, for several reasons including its place in the timeline of evolving coin materials, its symbolic design, and its association with a key period in UAE development. Although the coin is still considered modern and not particularly rare in circulated condition, examples in mint state or with unusual minting errors such as die cracks, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws are increasingly being sought after as more collectors take interest in Middle Eastern numismatics and the growing economic story of the Gulf countries. To truly appreciate the 2008 1 dirham coin, we must also look at how coins are used and perceived in Emirati society, where the shift toward digital payments is accelerating, yet coins remain a practical necessity in many parts of daily life, from small store purchases to parking meters and even religious donations. Coins like the 1 dirham continue to fulfill roles that stay tuned here on LC Coins World for more in-depth stories about coins from across the globe and the extraordinary histories they hold in their metal hearts, because here every coin is more than currency. It is a living story from the past, engraved in the present and preserved for the future.